Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. We have to understand that Islam is a way of life. Islam is not just a religion, it's a way of life. And if you want to live according to Islam, then you must begin with Bismillah. My brothers and sisters, every single thing that you do, everything that you eat, everything that you drink, everything that you wear, everything that you use, everything that you see, everything that you hear, everything that you do, everything that you say, everything that you think, every step that you take, everything about you, your life is connected to the fact that it was created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It was created from the atom to the galaxies. Everything was created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if everything belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and it has been created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then how could we even move one finger unless Allah gives us permission? How could we even blink our eyes unless Allah gives us permission? How can we even breathe unless Allah gives us permission? How can we even stand here unless Allah gives us permission? And so, my brothers and sisters, if our lives are a gift from Allah, and if every moment of our lives is a gift from Allah, and if everything around us is a gift from Allah, then how can we even think of doing anything without acknowledging the one who gave us all of this? Without acknowledging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why when we wake up, the first thing that we need to do is Bismillah, because we re-reminded of the fact that it is Allah who gave us life, and we re-reminded of the fact that it is Allah who will take our lives away from us. That is why we start our meals with Bismillah, because we re-reminded of the fact that it is Allah who gave us this sustenance. It is Allah who gave us the ability to earn this sustenance, and it is Allah who gave us the power to eat this sustenance. That's why when we start any good deed, we start it with Bismillah. That's why before we speak we say Bismillah, because Bismillah reminds us that everything that we have, everything that we do, everything that we say belongs to Allah, and it's for Allah. It's not for anyone else. It's for Allah. Every time a Muslim recites the Quran or a portion of the Quran, he has to start with Bismillah, because this Quran came from Allah, and the course of our lives changed because of this Quran. We were guided to Jannah because of this Quran, and we were warned of Jahannam because of this Quran. So if our guidance is from this Quran, then how can we ever turn our heads away from this Quran without acknowledging Allah? That S.Y. Bismillah is the first word of every Muslim when he sits down to recite the Quran. But Bismillah is not only the first word of every Muslim when he sits down to recite the Quran, but it's also the last word of every Muslim when he finishes reciting the Quran. Because just like when we start something, we have to acknowledge the one who helped us finish it. Just like when we start something, we have to acknowledge the one whose guidance enabled us to follow through till the end. Just like when we start something, we have to acknowledge the one whose strength enabled us to follow through till the end. That's why the last thing we say after every recitation of the Quran is Bismillah. My brothers and sisters, you know what happens when you start your day with Bismillah, when you start your work with Bismillah, when you start your meal with Bismillah, when you start your prayers with Bismillah, when you start your Quran with Bismillah, when you start your charity with Bismillah, when you start your fasting with Bismillah, when you start your Hajj with Bismillah, when you start your Umrah with Bismillah, when you start every good deed with Bismillah. What happens when you do that? You send shivers down the spines of the shayateen. Why? Because Bismillah is a reminder to them of their defeat. Bismillah is a reminder to them of their inability to do anything against the Muslims. Bismillah is a reminder to them of their inability to do anything against the message of Islam. And so they hate Bismillah, and they try their best to keep you away from Bismillah. They try their best to make you forget Bismillah. They try their best to deceive you into thinking that Bismillah is a waste of time. They try their best to deceive you into thinking that Bismillah is not important. They try their best to deceive you into thinking that Bismillah is something for the weak. Oh no, my brothers and sisters, Bismillah is the opposite. Bismillah is for the strong. Bismillah is for those who are victorious. Bismillah is for those who seek victory. And so if you want to be a strong Muslim, if you want to be a victorious Muslim, if you want to be a Muslim who seeks victory, you must never turn your back against Bismillah. My brothers and sisters, never ignore Bismillah, never neglect Bismillah, never turn your back against Bismillah, never turn your head away from Bismillah, never turn your heart away from Bismillah. Don't let the shayateen win against you. Don't let the shayateen trick you into forgetting Bismillah. Don't let the shayateen deceive you into thinking that Bismillah is not important. Don't let the shayateen deceive you into thinking that Bismillah is a waste of time. Don't let the shayateen defeat you by getting you to turn your back against Bismillah. No, my brothers and sisters, we don't let the shayateen win. We don't let the shayateen defeat us. We don't let the shayateen trick us. We don't let the shayateen deceive us. And so we hold fast to Bismillah. You know, one of the ways of seeking forgiveness is by holding fast to Bismillah. What happens when someone holds fast to Bismillah? Look at the effect. When someone holds fast to Bismillah, the angels rejoice. When someone holds fast to Bismillah, the shayateen weep. When someone holds fast to Bismillah, the doors of Barakah are opened. When someone holds fast to Bismillah, the doors of rizq are opened. When someone holds fast to Bismillah, the doors of Jannah are opened. When someone holds fast to Bismillah, the doors of success are opened. When someone holds fast to Bismillah, the doors of happiness are opened. When someone holds fast to Bismillah, the doors of victory are opened. When someone holds fast to Bismillah, the doors of peace are opened. When someone holds fast to Bismillah, the doors of tranquility are opened. When someone holds fast to Bismillah, the doors of everything good are opened. That's why, my brothers and sisters, whenever you're facing a problem, whenever you're facing a challenge, whenever you're facing a difficulty, whenever you're facing a hardship, whenever you're facing a struggle, don't turn your back against Bismillah. Whenever you're facing a struggle, don't turn your head away from Bismillah. Whenever you're facing a hardship, don't turn your heart away from Bismillah, but hold fast to Bismillah. Hold fast to Bismillah, because Bismillah reminds you of the one who helped the prophets. Bismillah reminds you of the one who helped the Sahabat. Bismillah reminds you of the one who helped the righteous. Bismillah reminds you of the one who helps those who put their trust in him. So my brothers and sisters, we have to understand that Islam is a way of life. Islam is not just a religion, it's a way of life. And if you want to live according to Islam, then you must begin with Bismillah. And if you want to be successful in your deen, if you want to attain closeness to Allah, if you want to attain the pleasure of Allah, if you want to attain victory over your own self, if you want to attain victory over the shayateen, if you want to attain victory over the hardships of life, if you want to attain victory over the struggles of life, if you want to attain victory over the challenges of life, then you must begin with Bismillah. And if you want to maintain that victory, you must remain with Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.